The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gideon Block, a paladin of Daga, bringing her justice to the wilds of Ritoya.
I'm Konnor Shenold, and I play Konnor with a K, the Kobold sorcerer who's finally out of the bag.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Xonimus Dinar, a roguish warlock controlling his fate with chaos.
I'm Kiri Hester, and I play Poppy Tealeaf, a highborn halfling druid who has forsaken her family for the call of the frontier.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Mokrin Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer wielding his arcane gifts to delve into the mysteries of the wilderness.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Callban Frontier. After having reunited with, for him, a long-lost companion, for you, Xonimus, a man you just met a week ago, Iapyx has returned, wandering back into your lives on the back of a magnificent Pegasus, and asking once more for your help. He has led you to a corral being used to cage more of those magnificent winged horses. While trying to act as a distraction to allow you to free them, Iapyx has been taken by surprise. A net being fired from a modified ballista, whirling through the air, wrapping around him and Whirlwind. The weighted stones at the ends of the net wrapping around one another and causing the pair to plummet to the earth, falling into a most undignified heap. A voice rings out that you, Xonimus and Konnor, can hear, since the two of you are down next to the corral. All right, boys, extra meat ration. We got him. What would you like to do?
First off, can we tell who fired the ballistas?
Looking at it, you see that there were two ballistas, each having a crew of 3 orcs that all jump off celebrating, because apparently this is what they've been waiting for.
Right.
One is kind of at the southeastern corner of the corral, had been hidden. The other to the northwest corner.
And they just jump off and run toward...
Yeah, they start running to where Iapyx and Whirlwind have fallen to the earth, struggling against this very thick, very heavy, weighted net.
We don't have those speaking stones, do we? And I don't even know about those because you haven't told us about it.
I have one.
Yeah, you haven't told me about it.
Poppy's got one, and Xonimus has the other.
Have you told us about it?
Yeah,
Okay.
probably. We didn't take the time, but
Can
we've
you-
been writing for like 3 days. You're telling me it didn't come up.
That's true. Poppy, tell them to stay on target. We'll help out Iapyx.
Would that reveal his position?
You feel that there's enough commotion in the camp. There are 6 orcs who have jumped off of these 2 Bastille platforms and are converging on where Iapyx has fallen. There is a 7th orc that seems to be the head guy in charge, and then the 2 manticores that are still lurking around the corral.
So just send them a message. Let them know that we'll take care of this. They still need to do the job, and then they can join our fight.
Okay.
Hopefully, you can hear me. Do not be distracted. Gideon says continue with the plan. We will save your boyfriend. Thank you. Over.
Already ahead of you.
All right. Then can I fire since I was holding? I was holding for him to shoot first.
Yeah, that was our
So
trigger
if-
thing.
I'll allow
though.
it. And once you do, we'll go into initiative.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so since they didn't see me, am I hidden?
Yes, you are.
All right. Advantage.
They seem to have not noticed you.
Oh, a 7 and a 2.
Oh.
It's okay. I got a +1 on that, so that would still be a 15 on the first shot.
Okay, and who specifically are you aiming at?
I guess I'm going after the Manticore since that's who I was kind of aiming at.
Okay, at the 2 manticores?
Yeah.
Okay, so the manticores, what was the AC you hit?
I had 15.
15? Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. Can I fire twice?
Yes.
So 11 on the first, 18 plus on the next one.
And then are you aiming for the same manticore or for the other one?
With another 14 points of damage.
Okay.
And then we'll go into initiative, but my move is to just start flying toward the Iapyx.
Riding towards
Yes,
the Iapyx?
yes.
So, you fire off these 2 shots, and suddenly the leader, his head whips around towards you and just, well, he brought friends! Let's roll initiative. Xonimus.
16.
Konnor.
Modified 20.
Proud of you.
What is your dex modifier?
+2.
Roll off with me, please.
11.
11. Okay, there you go. Gideon.
6.
Makron.
Modified 19.
19. Woo woo. Poppy.
8.
All right.
Can I ask my question?
Sure.
Hypothetically, if I were to able to get a hand on Iapyx, would freedom of movement be helpful? Because I did stalk that today because I thought captured Pegasuses, maybe we need.
Right?
Good, nice
Pegasi.
show.
Does the net count as difficult terrain?
So it says you can use 5 feet of movement to automatically escape from non-magical restraints such as manacles
Yeah,
or a creature that has it
exactly.
grappled.
That
But I don't know if a
non-magical
net
restraints.
falls into.
So for the purposes of that spell, like it specifically says things like manacles or
Non-magical.
when you're grappled. And to me, it's as if like you have to have room to wiggle out.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like manacles, you slip your hands out, grapple, you slip out of the
Right.
grapple. A net is all encompassing. So
Yeah.
I would rule in this situation, no.
Rad. Still cool though.
That's a great idea, though.
It's a good idea, I like it.
I did stalk it because I thought we might need to free. Cause see, I didn't think it was a walking day.
Yeah.
I knew we were going into something.
It's never a walking day.
We just had like 3 walking days.
That's true. Got a lot of walking there.
And what spells did you prepare? See? There you go. It keeps them at bay.
Ballista fire.
There has been quite a bit of walking.
What?
Just one.
Both ballisted and not fire.
But
Oh.
we don't know that the other ballista doesn't have an arrow in it, but that one only had a net in it.
First up will actually be Konnor.
Wow. Okay. So the leader of this person, do they seem like who I saw in my dream?
No.
No. Okay. So I'm going to keep on sneaky
Okay.
through the camp, still trying to get to where the Pegasus are being held. And I'll keep a close eye on everything that's happening around me.
Yeah, I would say that since you are invisible, and since these people do have a pretty big distraction in the form of A, they captured their target.
Yeah.
And B, Gideon is charging into battle. So I would say that, yeah, no one really notices you. They're too focused on the other things in the equation.
Cool. So that's basically what I'm going to do for this turn.
I'll say that you can get to the gate of the corral if you want to.
That's, yeah.
So, first up is going to be one of my 2 groups of orcs who, seeing Gideon, will take their revolvers and 3 shots straight for you. All right, well, these guys are not the best shots. So that's a 10, an 8, and a modified 20.
All right, 20 hits.
Can't dodge them all. That'll be 9 piercing damage.
All right.
And they take up defensive positions. Basically, seeing you charging, take up defensive positions so that way they can defend their catch and defend, themselves. So that will be it for them. Next up will actually be Makron.
So the orcs that are moving that way, there's 3 of them.
There are 6 of them in total.
6 of them in total, and they're all moving that way.
Yes.
About how far are they away from Makron?
I'm going to give it a good 120 feet.
Okay,
Currently.
okay. He is going to move... God, they're just not in range yet.
How far away are they?
The orcs are 120 feet away. And the Manticores are...
Manticores are a little closer, probably about 90 feet.
Okay. Then he is going to use a second level slot of chromatic orb.
All right.
And roll that up and throw it at the same Manticore that Gideon took a shot at.
Okay.
With a modified 21.
That'll hit.
Sweet. And then 48 is crud damage. 8 points of damage.
8 points. Okay. All right. Yeah. One of the Manticores is starting to look a little bloodied. With that, we will move on to my leader.
And Markin moves forward 30 feet closer.
Okay. So my leader of all of these shenanigans, he is going to start charging towards Gideon. And as he does so, puts his fingers to his lips, whistles, and one of the Manticores perks up, and on its turn will start moving towards him.
Can we tell which one is the one that's wounded or the one is...
The one that looks healthier.
Okay, good.
Perks up and is going to start running towards him. And he actually will pull forth a revolver, aim it at Makrin, who, just shot magic at his buddy. I think Makrin is out of range, technically. But I'm going to give him disadvantage. Oof! Even with disadvantage, 22.
That's definitely a hit.
He's got a sharp eye there. That's going to be max damage.
Ooh.
14.
Okay.
And that will be it for him. Leading me right into my Manticores. So the one that you shot, Gideon, you see it perks up and then it gets real low, and this tail whips around with these spikes on it, and it is actually going to fling these spikes in your direction. 24.
Yep.
All right. So that will be 5 points piercing, and it can do that 2 more times.
Yep.
One will be a whiff, because that is only a 14. The other one will be 23.
Yeah.
For 9 points of piercing damage.
All right.
And my other Manticore is going to forego attacking to basically charge up to my orc leader and kind of bend down a little bit so that it's easier for him to get up on top of this Manticore. So it looks like he's about to mount up.
Is that the Manticore that's been hurt?
That has not been hurt.
That has not
the one
been
that was
hurt,
hurt flings tail spikes at Gideon.
Thank you.
And then there are 2 other guards who had been patrolling around the corral who step out. One's going to take aim at Poppy. It'll be an 18.
Yeah, that hits me.
All right. And this is actually a hunting rifle.
Wonderful. And in case of emergency, I can turn into something.
Youch, that is max damage
I'll be okay.
of 23 points.
Ow!
What was that again? What'd you say?
I'll be okay.
For those of you at home, shotgun damage is 2d8.
Oh, was it 2d8? No, it's a hunting rifle, not a shotgun, so 2d10.
Right, 2d10.
The bullets are pointy. They're not birdshot.
Yeah, it's not a burst fire, it's a sniper rifle, ye olden days.
Wildfire's mad now.
And the other one, he's just gonna hold his action for a few minutes.
Oh, good.
So that is it for my guys, or at least most of my guys. Xonimus.
Is there only one entrance over here
Yes.
in general?
Yes.
Okay, and Konnor's already headed that way. I'm going to move also
Okay.
to the gate. Is it close enough I can get there and do an action?
Yes.
Start working on that. What does it look like? Is it simply just shut in one lock?
Yeah, shut and padlocked.
Okay. Well, let's roll those dice. So that's a 1.
Johnny,
That is
you got a
1.
fate chip.
I do. I just got it. It's taking me weeks to get one. All right,
up to
you
you.
sitting here,
It's up to you.
grinning coyote.
You'll make this work.
How about you give me a hand?
For those of you at home, Johnny just turned in a fate check. So re-roll his dice.
Going all in.
For those of you at home, Michael just let you know that I turned in a fate chip.
Come on, coyote magic.
Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh.
It's not meant to be, I guess.
Oh boy, what was that roll, Johnny?
Take a guess.
It was a 1. We try again next turn.
All right.
Just smash it
Yes,
now.
you do not.
Still invisible
so,
though, because I didn't attack anything.
Correct.
Okay.
You tried and failed to interact with this lock. So,
Stupid.
an attempt spade. You're just a little stressed out right now. Who's next? It would be my second group of orc buddies. But they are actually going to basically use their action to come in and continue to secure the net around Iapyx and Whirlwind so that they don't struggle free. And kind of keep guard over them so that way they don't struggle free. Puppy.
Ow, that hurt. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So down in the valley?
Yeah.
Okay, so down in the down area, we've got Iapyx and Whirlwind in a net. There's orcs everywhere. There's manticores here and about. There's an orc on a manticore.
There's an orc almost on a manticore.
Getting on the manticore. He hasn't gotten on it yet.
Remind me, those two are down there in Visblinen. Where are they?
Right
Gideon has charged in full force. You had charged in kind of with him.
And Makrin's
Makrin
behind me.
is kind of behind you guys. So it's just chaos.
Okay. Well, I like a little chaos with my coffee. I really need to not take another hit or this will not be as fun because I will definitely fail that concentration check. But I'm going to cast Conjure Minor Elementals.
Okay.
And I'm going to, well, let me double check here. It's only a VS, so I don't need a bold worth 1,000,000 gold or something, because that's the thing I forget to look at a lot. Then I can conjure 2 elementals of challenge rating 1 or lower, 4 elementals of challenge rating 1/2 or lower, 8 elementals if they're less than a quarter, or 1 of a 2. I'm going to summon 4 of a challenge rating 1/2 or lower.
Okay.
I'm choosing Ice Mephits.
Okay.
Because I have my ice knife that I like to do.
Yeah.
The summoned creatures are friendly to you and your companions. Roll initiative for the summoned creatures as a group, which has its own turns. They obey any verbal commands that you issue to them, with no action required. If you do not issue any commands to them, they defend themselves from hostile creatures, but otherwise take no actions.
So what I will say, just for expediency's sake, they will go on your initiative.
Right, just like we do with Wildfire.
Yeah, same thing with Wildfire.
And I'm gonna say, hey boys, you ready to have a little fun? And just send them down there, cause a little ruckus. If it's an orc or if it's a
Gosh, I can see it.
if it's an orc or a manticore, feel free, just hit them as much as you want, cause a ruckus. If it's one of my friends, so I've got 2 half-elves, a dwarf, a kobold, Pegasus is off, don't hurt any of them, and that good-looking white-haired fella down there as well, leave him be. But everyone else, fair game. You got it, And then we are going to the orc that shot me.
That orc sniper what shot you?
Yes, I will specifically point out that one. That one's real bad.
Get that one first.
And then, how far is he from me?
We'll call it 90.
I know we're in the desert. What kind of landscape we got? Is there shrubs?
This is more shrubbery, because you're kind of in like the
Tumbleweeds?
scrubland.
Okay, we are going to, instead of charging straight at him, we're gonna kind of move laterally.
Okay.
And kind of get around the valley. And that's just Wildfire doing with his 80, because he can go 80 when he uses his dash to run.
Yes.
Which he will do.
Stay out of the battle while you talk on the street.
Yes.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Iapyx live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
Poppy and Wildfire have just serpentined out of sight. Gideon, it is finally your turn.
I know. Roll that 6 on the initiative, and that's what you get. All right. How far away is the guy who's trying to get up on a manicore?
60 feet.
Fabulous. He is a perfect amount of ways away. Thunderstep.
Yeah!
Run him over.
Oh, come on!
I want to see this.
Whilst we're riding, I am still going to fire at that one manicore we've already attacked. So
Okay.
First attack, 20 non-natural
Will hit.
for 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Second one, 16
Will hit.
for 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Please tell me that took it down.
Nope.
Really needed that to go down. All right.
Almost, but not quite.
So, Thunderstep. He is going to try to attack with his hooves against the guy who's trying to get up on this thing.
Okay.
12.
Nope.
Shoot. Okay.
He sidesteps out of the way.
We are now up against him. I am going to, that's why I fired, holster my gun and draw my scimitar.
Okie dokie. He will look at you and smirk with a toothy grin.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Were my ice mephits supposed to attack just then, or was their action just being conjured? Because we said they were
give
gonna
them an action.
Okay.
Sweet.
Okay, so let's see. What are they gonna do? They're going to fan out, and they're gonna just ice breath them. The mephit exhales a 15-foot cone of cold air. Each creature in the area must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, and they're gonna take some cold damage if they fail.
Okay. And this is against the sniper who shot you?
They spread it out, so just pick some guys.
Okay. I will say that you can get the 3 dudes who were firing at Gideon and the sniper. What shot you?
Oh yeah, that guy. It's only a 10, so pretty easy to save.
3 saved, 1 failed.
So the ones that saved take 3 cold damage.
Okay.
The one that failed got 6.
6, okay.
Because he got the full. One of them gets it back, the other 3 do not.
Okay.
So I will keep track of that.
All right. So that is Gideon. We will roll back around to Konnor.
Okay, so does it look like everybody has kind of left the camp to go charge forward?
Other than like the 2 snipers who are hanging back.
Okay.
But they've got range, so.
Yeah, are they further back than we are, or are they right at the end of the camp?
They're kind of at the edges of the corral. The corral is actually a circle.
Okay.
So it's not a square.
Being as close to this lock that I am, although I probably can't see Xonimus, I do notice that the lock doesn't
see the lock
open.
is like rustling.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, okay, Xonimus, they look like they need some help, so we take it from here. And I scurry to a hiding position.
Okay.
And I do another subtle spell.
Okay.
So I don't have to do verbal commands with it. And how many of them look like they're within 10 feet of each other?
What are you trying to cast?
Confusion.
Confusion. Fascinating. I would say if you want to target the 3 orcs who are, like, basically had just been attacked by the ice mephits,
Okay.
I would allow that.
Okay. So I'm going to drop confusion on them. I need a wisdom save from them.
A 19, a 10, and a 2.
So 1 will pass, the other 2 will fail.
Okay.
So I need them both to roll a d10 and then tell me what each of them.
1 got a 6, the other got a 2.
Okay, creatures don't move or take actions this turn.
Okay.
And then at the end of their turn, they get to try and save out of it.
Mephits
Yeah.
from nowhere. They just like don't know what to do.
What the heck is going on here?
Yeah. And then did
named
you
them
want
Mephits.
another stealth from me to...
Well, as soon as you cast that spell, you drop out of invisibility.
Yes, and Xonimus does too. But I said I went to a...
Well, are you dropping concentration on an invisibility?
Well, why are you?
Do you have to for confusion?
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so
Hopefully
two
nobody's...
2 of my 3 orcs that have just been had a cold, icy breath blown in their faces and have now been confused. One of them is still functioning, so he is actually going to take a swipe at the mephit that is like probably still dancing around his face.
Yeah. I have an AC of 11.
Well, I only got a 7 to hit. So he's like
He moves.
swiping at it, and it's just, flitting around, and nothing of interest was done. So the 2 will
Wisdom
attempt to
saves.
save out of confusion. 1 got a 10, the other got a
Fail.
14.
That meets exactly, so
Okay.
1 is still confused.
Okay, so 1 is still confused.
And then at the start of its next turn, if I keep concentration, it'll have to do another d10 roll.
Okay, so that is it for my first group of orcs. Next up would be Makron.
Orcs are about 100 I closed 30 feet, so orcs are about 90 feet away. Manticores are now like 60 feet away. How far are the manticores from each other?
The manticores from each other, I would say probably a good 50 feet, because one of them ran
Okay.
over to his boss. The other one is kind of still back towards the corral.
Okay, very good. So the one that is near Thunderstep and Gideon, that orc and that manticore need to please roll a strength save. Beat a
the-
15 if you want a chance.
Okay, for the orc, 19.
Ooh.
For the manticore, 11.
All right. So I use a sorcery point to twin this spell and use both hands as Maximilian's earthen grasp comes out. I miss the orc, but I grab the manticore and he takes 9 points of damage and is restrained.
Nice, and it will be an action to attempt to bust out of that, correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right. So then that will bring us to Big Boss.
All right.
So he's going to look at you, Gideon, seeing that you have drawn the scimitar. He will bring out a longsword, and he will strike at you twice. The first one will be a 21, and he is two-handing this bad boy. That will be 16 points of slashing.
And I have dropped concentration, but that's okay. I was switching concentration spells anyway, so
All right, and then the other one will only be a 15.
15 misses.
Minus 4 points for my stone aegis that you have on you. And now is time for an extra little special thing that happens with this stone aegis as well. When a creature within 60 feet of you hits the protected target, you can use your reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space next to the attacker, and if you are in the attacker on the same surface, you get a melee attack.
Wow.
Heck yeah!
So, Makrin, when you get hit and I feel that energy, I can connect with it in the ground, and I just like back up and right beside you, and I swing with the Warhammer with a natural 19.
Makrin, you're my new favorite sorcerer.
Oh, Konnor.
And so 2 points from the Warhammer, but you can tell this comes from Unearthed Arcana. If that attack hits, you deal an extra 1 to 10 force damage.
Hey!
And I'm looking to see if that's a yes, that's a 1. Darn, and 1 point of force damage.
Well, you look good doing it.
You look real
Yeah, but it looks really good. So
total?
3 points total. That's like, boom, that's the first time I'm using it. I'm a little disoriented.
That's Makrin's life for you. You do something
That's just
cool,
Makrin
just
for
whip
you.
it at the end.
So yes, so now I'm right there next to you and the Mana Core. Cool beans.
Alrighty. Well, in that case, it is my Manticore's turn. So the Manticore that you just restrained is going to attempt to break free.
DC 15.
15 on the die, 18 total.
Okay.
So it busts free and it's kind of looking at you and growling ferociously. The other Manticore will swing its tail around again, flicking some more spikes. One goes towards Gideon. That'll be a 19
And a hit.
for 10 points piercing. The other one will go towards Makrin, but will whiff badly. So it will swing another one at you. That'll be a 19
Yes.
for 8 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And now you have to do a concentration check.
Oh, I do, don't I?
Yes, you do.
So
All
you
right.
gotta beat an 8.
Just no 10.
A 10, I mean.
Do I get that?
Yes, you had your it's a Constitution save.
Oh, it's a Constitution save. Okay, awesome. Then I may rolled a 12. No, I rolled a 15.
Okay. So
I mean,
you
a
can
modified
save.
15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yay, stout
one
dwarfs.
of
Yeah.
the snipers, having spotted the kobold, will take a shot.
Be careful, it hurts.
Yeah.
12.
Nope. Not hit.
The other one has a ice mephit in front of its face, so it will pull out its Bowie knife and try to slash at it. A 22 to hit.
Oh, yeah. That's only 11.
Yes. For 5 points of piercing damage. And that will be it for my 2 snipers. Xonimus. Yep.
I'm gonna look this lock over. 19.
You pop this lock, drop it down on the ground, swing the gates wide open, and yes, you do see there's like 6 or 7 Pegasi who are in here who, upon seeing the gate open, are like, hey!
Hey, Iapyx is down, so is Whirlwind. We're here to help you. You're free now.
Oh, they're just going to take off running.
They don't understand anything. Or
It's like they seem to understand, but it's more a question of like, this is
Risk versus reward.
But then I use my move action to move to the side of the gate. There's no reason to go into the corral, is there? There's an exit on the other side of the camp or go to a building or anything? Okay. I'm going to start moving around as much as I can and then be the rogue that I am and hide.
Okay.
Towards all the rogue.
Yes. I will need a roll, por favor.
Plus 10.
And just keep that number.
24.
24, okay.
Nice.
So that will bring us to group the second of the orcs, who are still going to, again, use their entire turn to subdue the Iapyx and Whirlwind.
Good, they're putting up a fight.
I mean, you've got a Pegasus and a,
Legendary
hero.
1,000-year-old elf is probably the first net he's been conquering.
Let's roll right around to Poppy.
Okie pokey. Just because I named the Mephits, their names are Snow, Sleet, Hail, and George. And
John
I
Paul
am
Lingo.
hurt. I mean, I'm okay, but I really don't want to get hit again. So, from my place up in the knot down there, how dire do things seem?
Well,
Because we've got...
Xonimus just opened up a gate and a bunch of Pegasus went running.
I mean, that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
They're still in the net with like a half dozen orcs holding them down. They've got Manticore orc issues. There's also a separate Manticore out there dealing stuff.
Couple of snipers. None of the enemies are down yet. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
There's one Manticore that looks really bad, but that's the extent of it. Everybody else still looks rip-roaring ready to go.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Wildfire's gonna use his action to just keep us moving, and we're just gonna hope for the best.
Serpentine.
I like it.
I'm gonna use my action to cast a spell.
Okay.
Let me see. We got a 20-foot cube. They're fighting an orc and a manticore.
Yes.
Then we've got the orc that hitted me, which is not fun.
No.
We've got an orc that tried to hit Konnor.
Yes.
Separate guy.
Yes. There's a lot going on.
One of the manticores is looking pretty bad, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Is anything within 20 feet of that manticore?
I would say one of the snipers is.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to cast Erupting Earth.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
choose a point you can see on the ground within range. Mocker inspired me with his hands. A fountain of churned earth and stone erupts in a 20-foot cube centered on the point. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw. A
Okay.
creature takes 3d12 bludgeoning damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. Additionally, the ground in that area becomes difficult terrain until cleared.
All right, so for the Manticore,
3d12.
Yeah, at 120-foot range.
22.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it seems.
For the sniper,
My save is only 14.
yeah, for the sniper is a 9.
So full damage is 25, so then half would be 12.
Okay.
Anyone that saved.
Okay, so the Manticore saved, but that actually is enough.
Yeah.
One of the Manticores.
I bury him in rocks.
And then you
gotta
said,
bear.
sorry, how much?
25.
25
Okay.
for full damage. And then, my methods. Snow, Sleet, Hail, and George.
Okay.
I'm gonna have 2 of them
Okay.
go to the snipers.
Okay.
I think they were kind of already there, but we'll say they're just making sure. We'll say that's Snow and Sleet.
Okay.
Snow and Sleet go to the thing, and they're gonna use their once per day cast, and they're gonna cast Fog Cloud.
Okay.
So they are in a 20-foot radius sphere of fog. The sphere spreads around corners, blah, 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 and it lasts for up to an hour.
Okay. So you've got an area. You've now got an area of fog over back towards the corral.
Okay, and that's Snow and Sleet. They use their spell. So I need to mark, because they can't only do that once.
So the sniper cannot see.
That was my plan. So snipers can't see unless they move. They just have to walk out of it, which is okay. Then Hale and George are going to try to do some ice claws. Let's see how they do. Not great. One got a 3. One got an 18 plus 3.
The 18 will hit.
And he's going to do 1d4. 3 slashing damage, and it was actually 2 cold damage.
Okay, so 5 points to. All right.
Cool.
Cool.
We're serpentining, and that's our turn.
All right, Gideon.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
What's this boss doing?
Well, had just struck you at least once with a longsword. I mean, it's basically just like, come at me, bruh.
Okay, I'm going to dismount.
Okay.
Bonus action, Shield of Faith. Tell Thunderstep, do the exact same thing. He's actually going to run away.
Okay.
So if you want, you get a...
Yes, he will aim a attack opportunity at the horse because he does not trust this beastie. That'll only be a 7 though.
That is a miss. Yeah. And so he is going to go 20 feet. Oh, let's make it 30. And turn back around and 30 feet back in and attack with his hooves.
Okie dokie.
With a 20 non-natural.
That'll hit.
Yeah, who's blessed by doggo?
Oh gosh, you're kidding me. 2 1s. Oh. 6 points of damage.
6.
I need a DC strength check.
DC what?
14.
14? 19.
Yeah, okay. So he's still up. All right, and then I'm going to attack with my scimitar plus 2.
Okay.
Yeah. 13.
Will not hit.
Oh, no. 12.
Will not hit.
Oh.
You were distracted by how good your horse did.
Yeah. Those are my great orders. So that is all I'm doing.
All right. Well, my friends, the battle around you is absolute chaos. Iapyx still captured, the Pegasus freed, but the exact result of this battle is still up in the air.
Red Dirt D&D, Tales from the Caliban Frontier is Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Macron Stonechaper, Johnny Payne as Xonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Connor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gideon Block. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban Frontier.
Yeah, shut and padlocked.
Okay. Well, let's roll those dice. I don't guess being invisible gives me advantage on locks,
No.
does it?
The lock never saw it coming.
There you go. I'm with you. All right.
You're just a little stressed out right now. You know,
I just saw Iapyx fall from the sky.
It's fine. It's cool. We're fine.
Sure.
We're all fine here. How are you?
Invisibility leak, very dangerous.
Stay out of the battle while you got concentration.
Yes.
Oh, concentration.
Did you get
Oh,
hit
let's say a concentration on your.
I'm so sorry.
Does that mean we need a Patreon break?
Actually, yes. Right there.
All right, Michael, I know that during the Patreon break you usually like to talk about Patreon and
That's
such,
20.
but 50th episode, everyone!
I just got to roll 2 20s.
Oh,
So,
For the 50th episode!
During the break! That's awesome!
That's awesome. Can you believe we've been doing this for 50 episodes?
wow.
Seems like 50 years.
Yes.
All right. Before Mike's blood pressure goes up, let's get back to the show.
so basically, I made those concentration rolls. Is basically what I'm saying. Unfortunately, I also waste 2 20s. So, but it's okay.
It's all right. It's important.
Statistically, it'll happen again.
I could have used those
Okay.
20s.
We know where they went.
Oh, 2 1s. So the universe
The balance,
balancing.
yeah, exactly. It's the Gideon Xonimus balance.
A,
Well, are you dropping concentration on an invisibility?
Well, why are you?
Do you have to for confusion?
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
that's why I said Xonimus, you're on your own.
I was going to say, would you give me a warning? I realized you did.
Yeah, I did.
Picking the lock, you see your hand appear. It's like,
Oh, crap.
Or Xonimus doesn't know that he's not invisible anymore.
So you guys just walking behind him.
But I did say I went to go try to find another hiding space.
Yes.
So do you want another stealth?
Can you hide as a bonus action?
No.
So then you cannot. You would have to either hide or cast confusion.
Okay. I'm attempting to look for a hiding space.
Xonimus. Yep.
I'm going to look this lock over. And does it seem like Eldritch Blast would put a dent in this thing?
You could just
If
roll
you did
better.
enough damage, it would destroy
I
it.
could just roll better?
just
Let me
guide
just roll
us.
better.
Just
Hey, remember
Johnny.
earlier when you just rolled better?
Johnny, guidance yourself.
Yes, I'm going to guidance myself.
the only thing is not
that was my
guidance, not
thought,
guidance is an
though.
action.
Is it?
Yeah, guidance is an action.
I always think
So-
because it's a cantrip, it's just a freebie.
No.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you with the cantrip.
That's how they
A lot
get
of times, yeah, a lot of
Pray
times it's
to the
used.
gods.
A lot of
and
times
hope
it's
for the
used
best.
outside of combat,
Right.
so it doesn't always matter. But since it's in combat,
Right.
it does matter.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to guidance myself because
Just gonna hope for the best.
Just
I
believe
believe
in you.
in
do it.
I believe in your
I
belief
believe in
of
you.
me.
There's like 6 or 7 Pegasi who are in here who, upon seeing the gate open, are like, "Hey!"
Iapyx needs your.
Roll it.
What's my accent today? All
I
right.
don't know. You gotta re-listen to episodes to remember
Where
your
is
accent.
it? Go. Hey. Hi.
Hey.
I don't know if they can understand me. They seem intelligent. Iapyx needs your help. I never caught Iapyx's Pegasus' name.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwind. Yeah, I did.
Ash has said it like 12
Sinuses.
times.
There you go. Try it again.
Deliver that line again.
Whirlwind.
Just start from the beginning. Deliver that whole entire line again.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, listen, you're free. We're getting you out of here. I sound like Poppy in my head. Oh my God. All right.
We're not scripted, I swear.
You're getting out.
50th episode. Woo!
We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next
right.
week. When Johnny finds the accent, we'll see you again next week. Okay,
do it.
third time. You got it.
Focus.
It's
All
just
right.
like your dice.
Yeah.
It's Xonimus.
It is Xonimus. Damn it, Poppy. All right, there we go.
It's like they seem to understand, but it's more a question of like, this is
Risk versus reward.
But it's your friends.
So make a reflex save from getting trampled.
Oh no, I think you
didn't
stand there in
do-
front of them and they
totally-
fly over
Oh,
the
that'd be
free
awesome.
willy moment.
Yay.
Or reach up and grab one of their hooves.
No. That's how you get kicked.
Okay, back to the text.
right.
Here we go.
I named the Mephits. Their names are Snow, Sleet, Hail, and George.
All right.
Put that in your Wikipedia.
It just makes me think of the Pac-Man ghosts, how they all have like
Yes.
Inky
Inky,
Blinky
Stinky,
and then
and Clyde.
and then Clyde.
Yep, I was with you.
I was
followed
there
you.
too. I was there.
Yep, I
Okay.
could see it.
Everybody else still looks rip-roaring ready to go.
Let me ask you this. If Wildfire uses his action to hide, could that maybe give me an advantage for something or maybe a disadvantage? Like they can see me, but because I don't want to use my action to hide, but I don't want to be out in the middle of things. It sounds
interesting. That's an interesting question.
I don't think that's a thing. That doesn't seem like
It
a
doesn't.
thing.
It sounds.
Unless
He
you
would
lay
hide.
down
I would just
behind
be
Sitting
on top of
a bush,
nothing.
and you'd
I
be
mean,
standing on a bush.
there is an old horse rider trick where you like
Right.
barrel roll and like you're holding onto the saddle off to the side.
I'm not doing that though.
But
okay, so here's
I
what
don't think
I'm
Poppy's quite that dexterous. Iapyx still captured, the Pegasus freed, but the exact result of this battle still up in the air.
Excellent.
Episode 50! No one has ever made 50 episodes of anything!
I know!
excellent
That's like
pun.
two.
Good stuff.
That's like 2 years of an ABC show.
Good old days.
I like it.